Good morning, everybody. It's Monday morning, April 11th, 2022. It's going to be another busy week this week. Today's school board meeting Monday, so it's a long day for me and some others out there. So it's pretty exciting though. When we get to this time of year, you can sure feel it in the air, not only with the weather, but certainly everybody knows that the end of the year is approaching. So it's kind of a combination of excitement that the school year is over, but also I think for a lot of us, it's like, oh, what do we still have to get done yet this year? So I know that's not only from the perspective of the classroom teacher, but those of us that support the teachers and staff, as well as I think even the students. I sense that from the students thinking about the things that and the projects that they should have been working on or maybe have been working on, but know that they need to kind of pick up the pace on and get those things going underway. So certainly plenty of resources for help for students and staff, and reach out if you need help. But most importantly, just don't sit there and spin your wheels, so to speak, and take it all on yourself. Try and get out there and get that going. Get some help. Just ask. If you're not getting the answers you want or what you need, go ask somebody else. Get the help you need. And sometimes just get started. Get in and dig in and do it. I know for all of us, sometimes the hardest part is just getting something started, and then once you've got a starting point, it's easier to make changes and updates and those sort of things. So exciting there with it being April 11th. It's a short week this week. It's a short week next week because for a lot of people, because obviously it's Easter this weekend. This Friday is Good Friday. So there's no school on Friday. And then next week, no students and most of the teaching staff do not have school. There's no school next Monday, of course, either, but a lot of the staff are off. I, in particular, have to work on that day, typically, unless I take vacation or something, but that is one of my work days, and some of the other folks are in the same boat here. But anyways, for the most part, it's a couple short weeks as far as school's concerned. And then on April the 22nd, which is a week from Friday, is the district music contest. So there's no school for students district-wide, but staff are still reporting to work. There's some professional development, other opportunities that day. There was a nice agenda, a nice kind of a matrix linked to the last week's Friday update. I'm going to take a few minutes and just walk through the Friday update. That's what we do on Mondays here. And I'm just going to share my screen out, and we'll kind of just walk through the Friday update. Talked about this being a short week already. The district improvement team will meet this Wednesday, April 13th from 3:30 to 5 o'clock at the College Center. And there's a link in last week's Friday update to that agenda. Please look that over. We have used one day this year of our for bad weather, and so right now the last contract day for staff should be May 25th, and that means the last day for students will probably be May 24th. Now, as we see this week coming up, there's still potential for some bad weather. It doesn't look like this week's weather is it's certainly going to impact us, but not as far as and hopefully in snow. It doesn't look like it's going to hit us from snow, and it's not unheard of to get a snowstorm whopper this time of year, but it doesn't look like this one's going to be the one, and every day we get closer to not having to worry about that. Anyway, so the classroom mini grants were due last night at midnight, and certainly I will be closing that down here this morning. So if you didn't quite get it in last night, you might have a couple minutes this morning just to hit send or finish it, if or double check to make sure it went through. The teammates golf tournament is coming up on Saturday, May 7th, and there was a flyer attached. If you have a team, get registered. If you don't have a team, still send a note to Ruth, and she will help probably coordinate or get you in touch with someone that wants to golf, but also doesn't have a team. So there's plenty of opportunities there to help out teammates and just have a great day on that day. There's still some self-care toolkits available. Some of those dates have changed. I know Becky had to make a couple adjustments and changes because as the kind of year unfolds, schedules change a little bit. And so that may work for you now if those dates didn't work in the past, or if you were signed up or you knew one was coming up, better just double check those dates in there. And it doesn't hurt to shoot Sarah Shanahan a quick email right there, as she's willing to help out and just kind of help make sure you're signed up, or if you want to get signed up, sign you up, whatever you want to do. Next week, we have, we also have a professional elementary science reading courses, 2 credits will be turning this summer. So if you're interested in that, so I think you want to get that, if you can get that registration done pretty soon here, because they're going to order the books, it looks like, here in the next couple weeks. So certainly reach out to Sarah, Cindy, or Robin with any questions. Next week, we're going to have a Jeans week. I know it's the week right after Easter, but almost every week this time of year is short week. We only have a couple really full weeks in May. That's how it just goes. And with Easter and music contests and different things, it's hard to have find a week that's just a full, straight up, normal, quote unquote week. So, but we do want to try and help out Bart Miller and his wife Roberta, and Roberta is also the mom to Simon, who is a teacher at our middle school, and so they've certainly had some rough couple months with some surgeries and dealing with her cancer, and we certainly want to support them in the best way we can. And they're also having a fundraiser for them at the end of the month, I think towards the end of the month, out at Sioux City Business. And if you're interested in that, let me know. Otherwise, you should see some information shared on social media about that too. If you missed one of our Connect Ed calls, whether you're a parent or a student, a teacher, you can call that number. They're listed 855-473-7529. I also have that out on the website. Basically, if you've missed a call, you can call that back and you can just hear the most recent messages we've sent out there, and it's kind of neat. And it's handy for folks that a lot of people just leave their voicemails full. And so when they get a call from us, they don't know what it's about. So there's an opportunity just to call that back, that number that called you and you weren't able to pick up, you can just call it back and listen to the message it sent out. So it's kind of nice. We already talked about April 22nd there. There's assessment windows coming up for those of you that pertains to. You can read about that. College and Career Signing Day is scheduled for May 2nd still. That'll be kind of a nice treat rather than have all those little signing dates we've had in the past for the different students going off to participate in college activities, for example. They're just kind of doing them in one shot there on May the 2nd. And I'm not exactly sure how that's going to look, but we'll be sharing more about that as we kind of continue to plan. This is the first time we're going to do it in this format. And I know our activities director, Mr. Squires, has done that or something similar to that at his former school. And I think everybody will embrace that concept and idea here as we celebrate our students and kind of their next chapters and what they're going to do. And that might be a great way just to kind of do it and give them the time they need and also kind of make it fun. And it's not so disruptive to the many different other activities that are already scheduled going on. I think that already happened. If you need help setting up your Google two-step, I think he's pretty much, he meaning Drew. Drew has pretty much turned that on. So you're not getting your email if you haven't set up Google two-step. If you're a teacher, if you're a student, doesn't necessarily apply to you yet. But at some point, we'll probably do some things like that. The trivia question last week was, who is Clacy Park named after? And it was the correct answer was submitted by Chris Cornell. Congratulations, Chris. And he knew that Fred Clacy was who it was named after, and he was a mayor and a former mayor and former councilman on the city council. I think he had done several terms of that. And we had a couple people answer back about the fields, the baseball fields. So it's Clacy Park, and then the fields are actually named Voss Fields. And they're certainly the Voss family has been huge and instrumental as far as baseball and that kind of stuff there. So once again, that's kind of our update from last week and where we're at. Certainly want to thank everybody in submitting that. If you have something that you feel like should be part of that, or we missed or got wrong, I love it when you reach out to me and share that. I don't know what I don't know, and I'm certainly not on purpose. Sometimes there's some reasoning or some thought processes behind my timing or the way I release certain things. And but a lot of times it's just I'm not aware of something, or I just forgot or escaped my mind or whatever. I'm certainly human, and it takes everybody to get some of these things handled and shared out. So I'm going to share my screen again here and just quickly go over the upcoming week here. So if I just go to our website, I've talked about this before. If I just clicked on the activities and events schedules, I love it because it just brings up our calendar and shows me the week coming up. It's just at a glance. Wherever data I'm at right now, it just kind of shows me the next 7 days. And then from there, I can dig further. I can go over to the right side and just pop right over to May or wherever I need to go and see what's going on. I can look down here and actually view schedules. I can click on view schedules and just click. I just want to see the varsity baseball schedule, and boom, I can just see the varsity baseball schedule, and I can even kick that out to a PDF or an Excel file and print that even if I wanted to, really go old school and put it on my fridge. The bad news about printing those out and putting them in PDF is, guess what? The spring and a lot of things change. As you can see already, we've had some stuff coming up today that was rescheduled from a couple weeks ago. So there's a couple of soccer games and a baseball game maybe. No, there's no baseball game today. Just some golf that's been planned, and that was rescheduled. And then soccer or tennis was rescheduled. Soccer has always been planned for today at Creighton Prep, it looks like. So they're going to be busy. Tuesday night, there was a date change on that. I'm not sure the track is going to happen or not. I think so. I think they're going to O'Neill, yes. And then the tennis is going to be at South Sioux City tomorrow night, and that's against Scott. And it looks like baseball is going to be at home tomorrow night against Roncalli. And so notice usually they run the varsity game first at 4:30 while it's kind of still decent weather and warmer out. And then they'll just run usually if they have a JV baseball, they'll run it after the varsity. So it may or may not be 6:30. They just will run it whenever. And then tomorrow night there'll be, looks like some soccer. So tomorrow night's going to be super busy because they're using that date to make up some things there, it looks like. Wednesday is typical Wednesday. There's try to stay away from Wednesdays for activities unless it's unavoidable. And then Thursday, it looks like we've got a couple soccer games, a JV varsity boys in Omaha at Millard, And then it looks like maybe there's something with track on Thursday as well. And so I'm not sure. Yeah, I see what the deal is with that. O'Neill was changed from Tuesday to Thursday or something like that. I don't know, oh yeah, it was supposed to be Thursday. It's been changed to tomorrow. So don't worry about that. Thursday is just what I was talking about with soccer. And then Friday, there's no school and it's Good Friday. And Saturday, there is a couple of activities. It looks like soccer will be at Benson and Omaha, and baseball is basically going to Omaha as well with a couple games in Ralston. So hopefully the weather cooperates for them and they're able to do that then. And so pretty much that is this week at a quick glance. Certainly reach out to me, to one of us here. We always have the Let's Talk on our website there. I can also bring that up and just share real quick on that. I think it's important just for everybody to know how to get there. And so if you get to here, you can get to the Let's Talk by just going to the hot topics right here. It takes you to there, or you can go along the right side of most of our screens. Will just be a little pop-out menu here, and that's where you click what you want to send us information on Let's Talk. Certainly, if it's anonymous, you can do that. We love that. We'd rather know who you are and we can help you if it's something you need, or if you need an answer back, certainly don't do anonymous and then expect us to get back to you with an answer, because it's pretty hard to do that if we don't know who you are. So anyway, if you want to, if you have something or whatever, you can just fire us a regular email. And I'd love to find out and know more. If I know, and then I can share it out. Or sometimes it's just know that I need to know some information for whatever particular reason. But if you want to share it out, I need the information sent to me, and I love to get that out. And we have several avenues to get that out to parents, and so we love to get that from folks and just share it out. All right, so thank you. Have a great week, and we'll see you tomorrow morning if everything works out. Should plan to be here tomorrow morning for a short little update, and I'm hoping to start bringing in some guests. Like, we're still just kind of in our soft rollout of our morning videos. It's kind of fun to just kind of talk through some stuff, make it more of a conversation. Certainly it works for some people like that. Some people like need to hear it and just kind of talk through it and listen and just know more, a little deeper. Some people like it the way I do the Friday update, which is just kind of printed material. I try and keep any new information right at the top and then repeating information towards the bottom. And then most importantly, it's searchable. So I think in this day and age, most everybody's getting used to knowing that everything's just kind of a Google search or whatever other type of search engine you use. It's just searchable, and that's kind of the way we're dealing with the world these days. Everything's searchable. It used to be kind of you got to go click it, or you want things, you included them in your inbox or your lists or whatever. And now there's too much information to do that out there. You just can't have a list upon list. And so I think more and more people are starting to understand that. At first, it was really a struggle. Even when we went to Google Docs at first, we were like, people are sharing this stuff with me. I don't want it. It's like, well, it's kind of how it works. It's you might have access to it, but that doesn't mean that you can control it. They're going to share it out with the whole world, the internet. If I want to know something about pickup trucks, I'll search pickup trucks, which is probably too wide. And then I need to narrow that down, like what kind of pickup truck or what size or what sort of thing like that. And so I can't have it all just in my own little saving area or reserved area. So it's a nice, beautiful thing about just searching. And I try to make that Friday update as searchable as possible. So you can just search for need to know and usually find it right away, or just even search the word Friday update, and then it should just bring back a list of them in the right order. So hopefully that helps out. And have a great week. Happy Monday. And we'll see you online or around the district. Thank you.